be up there. I think if we can let Ether Jump go and talk, and then we can all take questions if anybody has a specific question towards specific people. Is that okay? If we
do that, it's fine with me.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
Awesome. That was awesome, by the way. I was taking notes over here. I don't know if you guys were, but I got a whole page of notes.
I had just a quick DJ. I had a quick question. You could probably answer in a second. Can you put 2FA on MetaMask or no?
On MetaMask. Good question. Let me look into that. You know, I did all this stuff, you know, all my 2FA stuff I did, you know, a year and a half ago or nearly 2 years ago or something. But I will dive right in this and let you know in a couple seconds here.
Cool.
Ether Jump, if you want to go, and then after that, we'll take questions, and I will put out a tweet, guys. Like and retweet it, and then the DJ Savage is going to take everybody who liked and retweeted it, and then we're going to put it into a randomizer and pick some winners for some giveaways for some NFTs. And I believe Ether Jump has some white lists to give out too, so definitely stick around. And Ether Jump, go ahead and let's talk about this mint coming up, baby. I'm excited.
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Yes, we hear you.
Awesome. Yeah, well, anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys before I start for giving us this platform to come and speak about Ether Jump. I really enjoyed the alpha that you guys are dropping and what you guys are doing with your project. Yeah, but anyways, a little bit about Ether Jump. So basically, Ether Jump is a fully customizable platformer game, and it allows anyone to create their own platformer levels using our in-house level designer interface. And then you get to own that game as an interactive NFT, meaning it's fully playable on OpenSea, and it's even fully playable on your desktop browser and even mobile browsers. So a little bit more about the level builder. Basically, it's no coding required. You know, you don't need any sort of game design experience, any coding experience, nothing like that. You know, you get a catalog of items to choose from, different enemies, different blocks, things like that. And, you know, it's super easy to just draw levels. You know, you can draw your terrains, you can put enemies wherever you want. And then you can even play your level right there in the level builder before uploading it to your NFT. A little bit about our mint. We are actually minting this upcoming Wednesday on the 20th, and the mint is starting at 1 p.m. EST. We have a supply of 5,555 Ether Jump plots and a mint price of 0.05 ETH.
Awesome. Yeah, dude, I played the demo, the first demo you guys dropped. It was really fun. It was tough. It whooped my butt. Like, it was definitely challenging. I actually really liked it. That side scroller kind of thing is like, it's so nostalgic for me. So I love those kind of games. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually ended up designing the physics engine totally from scratch, and we took a lot of inspiration from those retro, you know, side scroller platformer games like Mario, you know, Celeste, things like that. So you get that really, you know, rustic experience with the gameplay.
Nice. So did you have anything that you wanted to add about the project further, or are we ready for questions and some giveaways and stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean, as you said, we already have 2 demos that are already out. If you go on our Twitter page, it's just at EtherJump. It's linked in my bio, and we have two gameplay demos that are already out right now. So you guys can go and try them out for yourself. And you know, we're always looking for feedback on the gameplay and the experience, things like that. So you know, we invite you guys to join our Discord and let us know if you have any feedback.
I'll jump back in real quick. No, you cannot add 2FA on the MetaMask. I didn't think so.
Nice. Thank you for looking into that. That's actually really cool. You went and did that. I wanted to let you guys know too that Chain Scouts, and I believe one of the new owners of Oxytocin, and I believe Mochi, we're going to have another AMA going even further into our project and Ether Jump's project next Tuesday before the mint, and you know, just to get some more questions in, and to get, since we have a little bit more time, and really give Ether Jump a chance to answer whatever we can and go further both into both projects. If you guys have any questions, now would be the time. I see some familiar faces in the crowd. We got Wompt. I believe Wompt is going to be on the next one. We're gonna have a subject. Can't leak that yet, but he's in Champs Only. He's very knowledgeable about a lot of things with trading. He'd be awesome to have up here. So I believe he's going to be in the next one. Shout out to Wompt. I see Zipsy's in the crowd. Thank you for coming. We got a lot of familiar faces in here. And yeah, ask questions, dude. Like literally we just talked for an hour. So we're going to hopefully DJ Savage can take all the info from my tweet and then put it in this giveaway spinner. And I'm going to make that tweet right now while we're taking questions. So look for that. We can pin it for you guys to retweet and like, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, if anybody has questions, come on up.
Yeah, sounds perfect. Thank you so much for that. If anyone has any questions, then please request to speak so I can give you the stage. Yeah, does anyone have questions? We don't bite. Anything is welcome. Anything alpha, anything security, anything
I have
projects.
I have one. I have a security question. Okay. So DJ, in my burner wallet, one time I minted a project. I forget what the title of the project was, but it was like completely trash, total degen play, and it just never saw a transaction of it in the wallet. It just kind of disappeared. Should I be like scared that if anything else in my burner wallet's gonna like disappear? Or do you even know how I could like check? Because it's really weird. It just completely disappeared.
What do you mean it disappeared? Like the NFT disappeared?
The NFTs not showing in like OpenSea. It's not in hidden. It just gone.
So if you remember the date that you bought it on, you can go check Etherscan. And that, okay. I mean, Etherscan's like a immutable record. You know, if anything happened on that wallet, it's going to exist on Etherscan. So, I mean, if it's possible that OpenSea took that project down and they're no longer supporting it, and that's why it doesn't show up on there anymore. So you go jump over to, like, what is it, X2, Y2, or, you know, the other one that's out there, and you can see if that NFT exists outside of OpenSea. That's what I would probably do.
I think I remember
X2, Y2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think I remember looking on Etherscan and I didn't see like a transaction out. So maybe I'll send it to you after, and you could just kind of look.
Yeah, you could do that. So when everyone's minting projects, there's like something you can, before you approve it on MetaMask, it'll tell you like if this is a mint or a transfer. And if it says a transfer and you're expecting a mint, you're getting scammed. You're sending your ETH from your wallet to someone else's wallet. That's what a transfer is. Like when you're minting something from a contract, it should tell you that inside MetaMask. And that takes 2 seconds. Like you can pull up your MetaMask before you hit approve, look at what you're signing. It should say a mint. And then you know you're interacting with a contract. Like Z said, that's probably why it's, you know, sometimes better to go over and do it directly off of Etherscan, because then you know you're specifically interacting with that contract. And if people out there are curious, are serious about security, you should probably jump on YouTube and look up how to read like an Etherscan, because they like everything about that contract is displayed inside Etherscan. You can see exactly what kind of permissions you're approving. And, you know, I've said no to many free mints because they ask for too many permissions. And, you know, several times, you know, nothing malicious has happened to that project yet. But if something is asking for like all approval, just, you know, like Premint got, you know, messed up this morning because one of the things that they were having people approve was like an all approval. And you can read that directly on the contract itself in Etherscan. You know, it only took me a couple hours to, you know, get my bearings or get, you know, a feel for reading contracts. And that's just sitting down and watching some YouTube videos. So if you've got some money inside your wallet that you care about, you know, you should probably go jump on YouTube and learn how to read an Etherscan. It's not too difficult. You can go directly in there and you can see exactly what you're given approvals for. And if something's asking for approvals for everything, that's a bad sign to me. And that's maybe a project that you want to reconsider getting yourself invested in, because it might be rather dangerous. But what's your Discord name so I can approve, so you can talk to me or whatever? Because my DMs are typically closed unless you're a friend of a friend. Just because, that's a great way to get scammed.
Yeah, it's SL John. I don't know what the number is on it, but I'll send it.
All right, that sounds good. I'll open it up to, open my friend request up to anyone, and I'll watch for you.
Okay.
By the way, guys, the tweet is up top. You have to be present in the space and listening to win. Shiba's giving away a baby Shiba. Chain Scouts is giving away a Scout. And I believe Ether Jump is going to give away some whitelist spots. So make sure you like and retweet that tweet. You must be here listening. And, we'll take some more questions and get that giveaway going here.
Yeah, we have a couple more speakers up. Vucci or Generative Dungeon Wizard, if you would like to speak. Hi, Vucci.
So I have a question, and this can go for all projects that are currently in here, but I guess primarily EtherJump, since they're approaching mint soon. What would you say is the biggest contributor that has affected your project since we've gone to the bear market? I know that the bear market has hurt a lot of us, both holders, project founders, and whatnot. But I guess what would you say is like the biggest thing that hits your project or team?
Yeah, so I guess this is especially relevant for us since we're minting this Wednesday. But I don't know if you guys knew, but we actually had to adjust our mint price. Our mint price used to be 0.08 Ethereum, but we actually went ahead and reduced that to 0.05. In addition, there's also been a little bit of uncertainty with the mint date itself. We've sort of not really trying to time the market, but like trying to find a sort of slow period where like things are sort of calming down. And we feel like we sort of nailed that with how it is now. ETH is starting to recover a little bit, even if it's just for the short term. But we feel like this is just probably the best time to drop.
All right, thank you. And for Chain Scouts and Shiba, if there's any representatives, I know that both projects have minted quite a while ago, but with the progression as to like what our direction is, does anyone want to speak as to like how the bear market has affected the teams or the project's direction and whatnot?
Yeah, I was gonna say not necessarily the bear market, but just the sheer volume of projects and how they've minted out in the last several months, and all the rugs and FUD have definitely affected, I think, everybody's project, and that I think goes to say why being in the kind of bear market with that is why like mint prices have to change, collection sizes have to change to combat that and keep up with the market flow. As far as the future of the project, one of the things that I think benefited us as a project being in the bear market is a lot of our funds were transferred over to USD T or USDC, and that kind of helped limit the risk of seeing how far Ethereum went down. We haven't invested back in any of the cryptos, but it kind of protected the project just from a fun wise perspective, which I think was really smart of the founders to do, and as well as the new management. So that was kind of like a caveat to that.
Yeah, adding on to that, us as well, not really the bear market. Of course, it did affect us because everyone's like bored and a bit broke than a little bit before. So, like, people like to complain. But overall, I think we're holding off strong, like, with Z as an addition. And even through the bear market, he's been making fire calls with the acquisition. We've been acquired, as mentioned. So, now with that, things have been accelerating. So overall, yeah, I think we're going in a good direction and been pretty good through this bear market so far. Right now, we're trying to improve on communication and making like more announcements and communicating, increasing engagement. So, yeah, we're just ready for the next bull run and just preparing and everything.
I was gonna add that Vucci, the biggest thing for projects in general, not just us, but it's preparation, right? It's the same reason why I was saying I just sold all my cars and got a motorcycle. You know what I mean? It's the same reason why I'm gonna buy a house this winter and not last year. You know, it's because we saw a lot of volume and things popped off like last winter, you know. And Gary Vee said it best: we're in for an NFT winter because things are so everybody's so excited, everybody's so like NFTs, you know. We saw like literally you can mint anything, flip it, like you know, and we haven't seen this yet. And a lot of projects came out with all the confidence in the world, didn't have the best leadership, you know, just dropped a project, built a decent culture and community around it, and didn't have the skills to really plan financially or how to run a business, because this is a business at the end of the day. These are all startup businesses. You guys got to look at it like that, right? So a lot of people don't, and that's what's really affecting projects is them not planning. You know, looking at your funds like, okay, we got possibly this window of, you know, maybe 2 years, you know, maybe like we got this window of this bear that's coming. It's going to hit everybody hard. We don't want to die. So we got to allocate funds. We got to pivot. That's one of my favorite words. It's one of my favorite words ever. When something comes at me, you don't react, you pivot. You know what I mean? You don't sit, you don't freeze, and you don't react in a bad manner. You just pivot and decide what you have to do next to be prosperous. And that's how you should do anything. A lot of projects aren't doing that. They weren't planning for that. And that's why, you know, I think all the projects that are up here are doing well, and they're still surviving, and we're making plans. We're still prosperous, and it's an awesome thing because it's very rare. But it's just it's a lack of planning with a lot of projects, and I believe that everyone here is planning very well.
Yeah, I
I was gonna.
totally agree.
I'm sorry. I was gonna add one more point too, where like the bear market, as long as your project team or whatever project you're in is there, like it just reinforces the fact where even though the floor price might go down, it gives it a great opportunity for new people to the NFT world, trying to take advantage of the bear market and kind of like newbies, to enter your project without feeling like it's a huge investment from them. As all of us NFT were probably pretty early, I'm gonna guess, in the audience. I don't know, in investing in NFTs, but no one likes to see the floor price down from where they bought in, of course. But as far as, I guess, the old saying of we're early, being early, definitely with the bear market and lower floor prices of projects where the team's still there and they're still building on whatever foundations they're going towards for that project, just allows new people to enter the market at a reasonable price instead of kind of investing all their chips into one project. So I think that's another like caveat moving towards the future.
All right, thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. And like what Salt Life said, well, he didn't exactly say it, but a floor price isn't truly indicative as to whether or not a project is doing anything or not. And it's kind of shown. I mean, every project is probably doing something regardless of what they, what it shows in OpenSea. So thank you everyone for sharing. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming up and asking us questions.
Going off to what like we were talking about earlier, you guys have to, everyone has to realize that most NFTs are not gonna make it, and this shows like if your project is still thriving, is still like doing work, is still building during these markets, then you can be assured that this project will be, something good, So yeah, and also as person earlier said, like there's also like a good chance to entry into your favorite NFTs without like spending too much money on it, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially because I've seen projects like kind of give up midway, even though they have a good team. So like seeing good teams and making efforts is already a bullish sign in my opinion. So I definitely agree with that. And I think we have another question from Andre, if you would like
Yeah.
to speak. Hi.
Hi. I have a question for DJ. If you're familiar or if you're familiar with NPC technology, or you use it, or you would like to use it instead of using MetaMask. MPC, multi-party computation. It's when we divide key on three parts, let's say, and store in different places, which allows us not to hold the key in the single place. Let's say MetaMask, which you, as you said, we cannot protect with 2FA. There is only one password. If you're familiar with this technology, or if you want to use it, that's my question.
Oh, sorry, I was doing something else. You're talking about like a multi-sig key?
Yeah.
I've not personally used any multi-sig keys. I know a lot of different NFT projects do that when they're like setting up their community wallet. So like one individual isn't responsible for the entire community. So like a founder might have one, someone from the community might have one. And I mean, you can split it up 3, 5, 6, like a bunch of different ways. And then like if it's 6, you might require 4 people or 4 signers for the transaction to go through. So I mean, I've never used a multi-sig myself because there's no one that I trust enough to give half of my key to or 1/3 of my key to. But it is a popular method that's out there. I think it has its time and its place. And if it's for your personal wallet,
Yeah,
I
I
mean, I
mean,
guess you could set up 2 with yourself and just use another wallet or something like that. But I
no,
mean,
it's a bit actually it's a bit different. So I'm working in this in a startup. So basically, we do not multi-sig, we do MPC, multi-party computation. So basically, you can divide your key and, let's say, store on let's say SGX server, protected server, which allows you don't need to have another person that you need to trust. So basically, it will be stored on some third-party server, protected server, which allows you, to once you want to sign transaction, you take your part, you fetch this part from this, let's say, protected server, and so we exclude some people that you have to trust.
okay, you said MPC. I thought you said
MPC,
NPC, and I got
MPC,
confused
yeah,
there.
multiple, yeah,
I know what
yeah,
you're saying.
multi-party. Yeah. Yeah, I said MPC, yeah, multi-party computation.
I mean, that's just for signing stuff too. Lots of stuff that where lots of examples where people are getting hacked aren't necessarily that far down the line. Either you're like clicking a bad link, you're not going to official links, you're not reading what you're signing. Now, this is just that very last step of approval to access your wallet. And if that's the line of defense that you're counting on to save you, I mean, it's really only saving yourself from clicking something too fast. A lot of your research has to be done well before that step there, so you know that you're not getting scammed.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
look at reading ether scans and stuff like that.
Exactly, I agree with you. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question, man.
Yeah, thank you for the question. And we have a last question actually in a server, in our Chain Scout server. I think Z, this is a question for you. I don't know if you are looking at it right now. It's in the Nexus, but Hajiman is basically asking regarding alpha. It's kind of a long question. What Yeah, if you can see it and if summarize it, but it's basically asking what the best way to like get involved in the scene and not just be a participant or a sponge soaking up info, but like, yeah, just how to be a part and get involved and not just learning how to mint and basic info. So what is your insight on that?
Um, to get like how to get involved, just like with other communities and and kind of connect with people. Is that what they're talking about? Hachiman, if you can answer. I think they're there. They're in here, but
Yeah, I see him or her, but maybe they're shy. But
that's
yeah.
okay. I'm just kind of trying to summarize an answer and look at this. If this is what they mean, okay. Essentially, yes. Most resources tell us how to mint on it. So as far as community involvement, honestly, dude, like just interact. I mean, you're in the chat all the time. You know what I mean? And that's the best way to do it. And that's why I really want to incorporate a VC. Like, you can ask Womp. I'd love to get Womped up here. Like, I literally jump in VC with him all the time. And I think one of the times I went in there and I told him he eats boogers and then I left. like, and that's the kind of relationship we have now. We don't even know each other, and like we like know where each other we live and stuff. And like there's just there's awesome opportunities to just interact in different communities, and all you have to do is like I'm literally in like 100 and 180 discords. I like go from like 150 to 180, and once a project mints out, I get out unless I really want it. That's just because it's part of my job and to collect data from it. And then once it's minted out, if it's kind of just like a like a dgem project, I'm like I don't need to have another 181 servers. So but if there's servers and there's communities you want to be a part of, then the interaction is key. And you've been super interactive in here. What I did personally is I don't know if you were in the first space that we had, but I kind of just fell in love with NFTs and what they are. I like people, and I think I was put on the planet to help people. That's my biggest goal. I didn't grow up with much help. So like my biggest thing is like I want to help everyone possible, whether that's financially, whether that's information. I dream about being able to pull up to, a homeless person in a Ferrari and literally just take them, clean them up, get them a place to live, and like, set them on a path and get them a job. Like that's the kind of shit that I want to do. Like that's my biggest goal. So I live for that, and it's almost toxic to me because I like care about other people so much more. But like, that's what brought me to NFTs. I saw, just people like in the same kind of mindset and just like loving. I know people overuse this and people think it's corny when you say culture and community, but that is a fact. Like culture and community is so important, and these are all startup businesses, right? And you can ask the most successful people in the world, the most successful CEOs, if you have a crap culture. Yeah, think about a job you went into. And you just started getting that weird feeling in your gut and red flags and stuff, and you could just tell there was a bad culture there, and those, they usually don't perform well. And so if you see a good culture and you see a project that you love and you're a holder, especially, like, interaction, just talking with people. I literally, like, I'm talking right now, Hachiman, I think is how you say it. I'm talking right now in here, and I've already gained like 10 followers, and then when I tweet something out, they might like it or retweet it, and then that gets us in a conversation, and then we're talking about projects that we like, and then I get into their project and I interact with more people. And not only is that just building my network and building my social skills and meeting all these great people, but on top of that, that's the alpha that you're talking about. I'm seeing information like that. Information in this space travels so fast, like literally so fast. It's insane. I took a week off the other week, like not completely off, but I was distant, and I think you guys could tell, and I felt like I missed a month. I mean, it's crazy. So just interact and getting involved with alpha, dude. Like, it's just knowing the right people. I mean, I think anybody of influence is going to tell you the exact same thing. I know Champ is going to tell you the same thing. I know Shamdu. I know Kosher, the Brett Way, Journey. All these people with big followings in the space are going to tell you the same thing. They got into servers, they started interacting with people, and then they just grew from there. And they now they have this giant web, not even all this followers, but they just have this huge network now, and that's how they get information. So that's the easiest way I see to it. I have met so many awesome and amazing people, and all of you are part of that. And I want to keep growing, and that's the best way to do it. It's just word of mouth travels fast, and if you got good intentions out here, and you're looking for the right thing, and you're doing the right thing, then things will turn out. Things will turn out great, and involvement will speak for itself.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything you said right now, and I hope that answers Hachiman's question. Yeah, I think that really.
Before we move on, I have a question of my own. So I'm fortunate enough that I haven't been scammed yet through MetaMask or anything like that, except for like a rug pull from 6ix9ine. But that aside, my question is like, can you usually see on MetaMask like that you are being scammed? Like for example, I'm talking about like before you sign something. I think it usually says like um, that you are specifically giving like the other person like permission to access your uh, your assets. Am I right, or is it not
So
always that clear?
there are a couple different ways you can look at that. So a lot of projects that mint, they don't have a contract at all. And when they tell you you're minting, you're just sending ETH to another wallet. And that shows up in MetaMask as a transfer. So that one you could identify right away because it doesn't say in MetaMask that you're minting. If it's a contract that's malicious, you can't see that on MetaMask. You would have to go jump over on Etherscan and then read how they have their contract set up. If you're on Etherscan, like you type in the address, there's a tab that says contract, and then in that contract tab, there's a write and a read tab. The write section is where you would mint directly from the contract, and read is everything that's in that contract. So if you sort of know what you're looking for, you can get a decent feel of what you're signing. And if you look at that read section and you see that you're giving away, like all permissions to your wallet, it's maybe one you don't want to approve. But that takes a little bit of like understanding how Etherscan works and how to read a contract. And like I said, that's, just a little bit of time and research on YouTube. And we're all really interested in protecting our money. So I think that's a great thing to go do, is to go look into that so you can start looking at contracts on Etherscan and actually know what you're looking at. Like, it's confusing when you first get into it. You just kind of like staring at nothing, and you're, don't really know what you're doing. But then as you start playing with it and you start understanding it, it makes a lot more sense to you. And I think it's a great use of time because no one wants to get scammed. So yes and no, it depends on how that person has it set up. If it's like something that's going to drain your whole wallet, that's not something you're going to see on MetaMask because that's an approval that you're granting. And that's interacting with the contract. So it's going to say mint on MetaMask. Whereas like I've been taken where I went to mint something and, I didn't click the right link in the official links or whatever. And I actually sent ETH from my wallet to somebody else's. And I did that late at night because I didn't have a whole lot of sleep. If I would have just taken 2 more seconds and looked at what I was doing inside MetaMask, it actually said you're transferring ETH. And that should have been, a huge red flag to me. No, don't do that. You're expecting to mint and it says you're doing a transfer. That's, a millisecond of work. Just look at it in MetaMask. And there's a couple different scams out there. The one that's going to drain your wallet, you won't see that on MetaMask. You'd have to see that on Etherscan.
All right, cool. Thank you for the clarified answer.
Hey, welcome, man.
Okay. Did you get my DM?
Oh, you're talking to me? I wasn't looking at that. I do have all the names pulled up, the 25 individuals that have retweeted this. I have it on the wheel.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
If you guys wanted to spin this, I can put it over on the screen that I'm recording so everyone knows that I'm not like cheating or whatever. So if someone wanted to see this later, they can show you. It was like in the Discord, I could show you live, but Twitter doesn't allow us to do that. Do you guys want me to spin this wheel?
Yes, so we're giving away 1 Shiba Social Club and 1 Chain Scout from this And also whitelist spots from Ether Jump. So we are spinning the wheel.
All right, sounds good. I've got 25 individuals that have retweeted Z's tweet. Oh, 26. Someone just added it. I don't know who that is. So
Paper
I'm just
hands.
gonna put a name down here, and we're gonna call it random person.
Okay, we trust you.
And if that most recent individual wins and says random person, then we will figure out who that last person is. All right, let's spin the sucker.
Okay.
Roy Cruz.
Roy Cruz, do I
Sure?
see?
Yeah, make sure they're in here.
Maybe.
Why don't you raise your hand?
I
don't see him.
Yeah,
Roy
I don't think.
Or Who's the Master is his Twitter name.
The master.
Who's the Master? Because I guess you can have two different names on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah, I don't.
Spin again. We give him a second here. You missed it. All right, we're gonna close this one. Actually, I'm gonna remove his name because he's not here. So one less person on the wheel. And let's go again.
His chances are up.
I'm gonna butcher this name. Verdugo Jones. Let me look at their. Yeah, that's their name 2 times. We got a couple more people jumping in here for the next one, so I will add.
See Verdugo. Verdugo's in here. He's got an ape. Not a board.
All right, I see some.
There
I see
he is.
some more people jumped into this, so I'm gonna start adding names to the wheel. Give me 1 second.
Hell yeah, Verdugo! You just won. So, what are we gonna give him? We give him a chain scout or a baby ship?
I mean, let him pick, right? He won first.
Yeah, bring him up.
Yeah, okay. Sounds sweet.
That's a good idea.
If you can request to speak, I will invite you to speak right now.
I'm missing 2 names on this wheel, so I gotta figure out who's missing. Here, I'll just add 1 and 2.
Okay, I'm inviting him to speak, but if you don't come up, okay.
All right, so we're spinning one more time, right?
Yes.
All
But
right, so
also
I got
the whitelist spots. So how many whitelist spots is Ether Jump giving us?
Hello?
No. Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hi. So which one would you like? It's your free choice. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. What were my options? Sorry.
So, yeah, either a Shiba Social Club NFT, Chain Scouts NFT, or a whitelist spot to Ether Jump.
I was actually checking out the Shiba Scouts earlier.
Okay,
so
that sounds great.
That'd be the one.
Congratulations, we got our winner for the Shiba Social Club.
Thank you.
NFT. Yeah, of course. So
yeah, just Verdugo, you want to just DM?
Yes, please.
And then we'll go from there.
Sorry, DM who? So you cut off for a second.
DM the Shiba Social Club, and then we will get your info from there.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Give it another spin.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do this. Alan something. I'm gonna butcher your last name. Sorry, buddy. Alan, we have a winner. Alan Orzoko.
Oh, I see him.
Oh, I see. Too, with the skull.
Alan, you want to come up and pick what you want? And Ether Jump, how many whitelist spots are you gonna give away?
We could do 3 for this one, maybe.
Nice.
That works.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
great. Let me invite him to speak. Alan, are you in here, Alan?
I think he was one of the most recent people to tweet this out. So he should probably be in here.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
Alan, what do you if you're listening, which do you want a whitelist spot or do you want a chain scout? Maybe he's getting rugged. I don't know. We could just choose one for him. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we can give him the chain scout, so it's easier to just choose the 3 other winners.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great. So congrats, Alan, for winning a Chain Scouts NFT. Please open a DM to claim. And now we are going to choose 3 last winners for the Ether Jump whitelist. So DJ, please.
Yeah, I'm searching the spaces for Alan. I actually don't see him in here.
He's got like a skull with rainbow headphones on.
Hey, as long as someone sees him.
Yeah, I see him.
Perfect. All right, so spin it again. Let's go. Snazzy P.
Snazzy P, do I see him? Yes, I do. Congratulations. You win the Ether Jump whitelist.
Snazzy
2 more
P.
to go. Yeah, I took a screenshot.
Congratulations.
So
You won.
congratulations. Yes. 2 more, please.
I'm gonna play a song for
Right.
you.
Yes, please. That sounds good.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Well, Jess. Winner, KULL Jess. Call Jess.
Cool, Jess. I see her as well. I took a screenshot, so we're good to go. Congratulations on winning the second whitelist spot.
Wow! Congratulations!
Perfect. Okay, so we're on to our last winner for the whitelist spot. Drum roll.
All right, we're
please.
spinning. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, well, Alan won again.
Oh.
Wow.
You can't win twice. You gotta get someone else's spot.
Yeah.
Alan's lucky.
Did he get a whitelist spot last time, or what did he give him?
Get a chain scout.
Yeah.
Hey, if he's hey, how about this? If he's in this space and he puts his hand up to talk, we give it to him. You jump on stage and say something. Otherwise, we're gonna spin it again.
I think it's a good
See
deal.
you out there, Alan. Come say hello.
Yeah, if you can come say hello in a couple of seconds.
We'll double prize you.
I don't know if they're here. Maybe they walked away from their phone or something.
Yeah,
I see him. Maybe they're on the computer because I see him in the space.
I say we give it to someone else.
All right.
I second that.
Let's go. I keep taking names off the wheel. There's like, what, 29 people on here? Cole just got it again.
No way! What?
Yeah. It's all being recorded. I'm not lying over here. I don't know these people.
Oh my.
Did they get a whitelist spot? Or what did they win the first time?
A whitelist spot, yeah.
Yeah, we got to re-roll.
All
Re-roll it.
Okay, final re-roll. Hopefully.
Let's go.
You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up.
Justin Hawes.
Justin got the whitelist.
Let's go.
Justin Halls.
You're a winner!
Nice. Congrats, Justin.
Oh yeah, I see him. Okay, congratulations. So now we have all the winners. And I hope this was a fun spaces. I personally enjoyed it. Like, it was super informative. Lots of lessons learned. I thought I was doing good with 3 different wallets, but hearing DJ talk there's a lot more that I can do. Hearing Z talk, there's a lot more that I can also do regarding alpha, even in this bear market. So I hope everybody felt the same way. Yeah, if you want to say a few words to wrap up, Z, DJ, Psyche, anyone, SL.
I would
I
say
would
go jump on
go ahead.
the links. Make sure you're following that Twitter thread that Z posted out there on this Twitter space. It's a good one.
I would say thank you everyone for being here, joining us, and making this thing happen. You know, we are only doing this for you guys. Make sure to follow everyone's socials if you're interested, and hope to see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, what I did is I went to the tweet that Z sent out for the giveaway, and I followed everyone that sent that retweeted that. So I think that's these are people that are listening to us on the spaces. That's a great way to connect to some fellow DGens actually in the space.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So thank you so much for co-hosting Supernormal Shiba Social Club. Thank you so much, as always, Z. Thank you for being our guest DJ. I absolutely loved the spaces today. Thank you for all of our community members for joining. I see a lot of people from the Supernormal community, Shiba Social Club community, Chain Scouts community. I see a couple of people, not with the profile pic, but still see you. So yeah, we will definitely be doing a third one. Z's been killing it, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, follow us in all of the links, Discord, socials.
Can
And
I say one thing real quick, Mochi?
of course.
I just want everybody in here. There's 40 people. If you got value from this space and being here and listening, please share this. You know what I mean? We're not only giving some stuff away, but the most valuable thing, obviously, we want you to be a part of the community. Obviously, we want to support Ether Jump, but the most valuable thing is info and us talking and connecting. And we want to grow this. And, the 5 people up here can't do that themselves, even with a platform with a big project. Like the more you guys talk about how beneficial this was, and how much you wanted to be here and how much it impacted you and stuff like that. If it did, it's going to benefit this and it's going to grow. And I want to grow this into a space where everybody knows what this is and what we're talking about. I want as many people as possible, like thousands. I mean, I want to grow this. I'm always pushing, but I don't think that's an unreasonable goal. I really think that this could be something awesome. I believe that we're gonna have a guest speaker every single time has some credibility on the subject, and then a new project coming up like Ether Jump that can give some whitelist spots, kind of give some clarity on their mint coming up, and just provide more and more value to you guys. That's why we're here. So thank you so much for coming, and share with everybody, your grandma, your mom, your brother, your sister, everyone.
Yeah, go share. I love that. Share it with your grandma, your family, everyone. So yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, we were initially planning this to go for an hour or hour and a half, but it's almost been 2 hours. But hope it was entertaining. And yeah, have a great day, everyone.
Later, guys. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Peace.
Thank you.